Hi guys, this is Mary. Welcome back to Cardz TV. Today we're going to be making a card using little Wink Wink Emma. And she's one of the digitals from Janitra's new digital site, Elizabeth Mays. And I think she's so cute. I love her chubby little face and her sweet little cheeks. I've colored her using Bic markers and Copic markers. For her jumper, I used, in the Bic markers, Blue Skies Blue. The stripe in her t-shirt is Margarita Green. I used 2 colors of brown on her hair, Tiki Hut Tan, and Honey Brown. And for her skin, I used a Copic marker, and that's EOO Skin White. And for the blush on her cheeks, I used R20 Blush. But she was so much fun to color. I'm going to cut her out. I've already cut out the little spaces beside her ponytails, and I used my craft knife for that. But I'm going to cut her out for the front of our card. We're also going to be using the K. Andrew stamps called Food for Thought. Now these are mix and match. You can take different words and put them together to make different phrases. And because she's got these chubby little cheeks, and I've highlighted them with the blush, I thought I would take sweet and cheeks. And sweet cheeks is going to be the sentiment on the front of our card. I just thought that was perfect for this little girl. We're going to be using pink paisley papers, and our card is going to be royal blue. I love this beautiful color of blue. This is Coordinations, and this will be our card base. We're going to be using these pink paisley papers. This one looks like graph paper or chart paper. Then we're going to use the ivory and green polka dot, and then this yellow that looks like it's got suns and diamonds in it. I thought those would all look really nice with this little image. We're also going to be using the George cartridge and Elegant Edges to cut out some shapes, and we'll probably add some buttons and some bows. I'm going to get my scissors and get little Emma cut out, little Wink Wink Emma with her sweet cheeks, and I'll get my trimmer and get all my papers cut for the card. So let's get going. I've got my trimmer, and our card is going to be 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So we're going to cut our cardstock at 5 1/2. And this is a 12 by 12 sheet of cardstock. We're going to cut it first at 5 1/2. And then we're going to cut it at 8 1/2. We're going to score our cardstock at 4 1/4, and go ahead and fold it in half. And here is our card base at 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. We're going to use the yellow pink paisley paper for the background mat for our card base, and we're going to cut it at 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches. And there's our background mat. Before I adhere the yellow mat to the card base, I'm going to ink it lightly with some creamy brown chalk ink, and I'm going to add some of this beautiful royal blue ribbon to the bottom. I'll just use my ATG gun to put some glue on this ribbon, and then we'll adhere it to the front. I love this ribbon, it's so pretty. And we'll just stick this down right across the bottom. And then wrap it to the back. Make sure I got that straight. I think it is. And then we'll adhere this to the front of our card. I've used Elegant Edges to cut these two shapes for the front, and this is going to be adhered together and go on the front just like this, and we're going to put little wink wink Emma right there. Now these two shapes you'll find on page 51, and this is called Butterfly 2. I cut the polka dotted one right here out of this one, and I cut it at 3 3/4 inches, and then I cut the royal blue shadow right over here also at 3 3/4 inches. And I'm going to go ahead and get this inked before I adhere this to my shadow. Okay, let's get these two adhered together, and then we'll get it put on the front of our card. I love these colors together. I think they're so pretty. I really like this shape too. Okay, we'll get this on the front of our card. And we'll be all ready to add little Wink Wink Emma. Here's little Wink Wink Emma all cut out, and I've got her on 2 thicknesses of foam tape, and we're just going to put her right here in the center. Oh, she's so cute. Now I've got some little green buttons that I've run some embroidery floss through, and I'm going to adhere these to the front with some glue dots. Now for my sweet cheek sentiment, I've already got my stamps adhered to an acrylic block, and we're going to stamp them with some StazOn ink onto this little heart that I cut out of the graph paper, and I also cut a royal blue shadow for that. We're going to stamp that and then ink around the edges lightly with the creamy brown chalk ink. But to cut the 2 hearts, I used the George cartridge, and you'll find that heart on page 119. And I cut the graph paper heart at 1 1/4 inches, and then I cut the shadow out of the royal blue also at 1 1/4 inches. So we're going to go ahead and ink up our stamp and get that stamped on our little heart. Okay, there we've got sweet cheeks, and we're going to get this inked with our creamy brown chalk ink just lightly around the edges. And get that adhered to the shadow. I love K. Andrews stamps. Crystal did a great job. They're so easy to stamp. Okay. And we're going to put this right here. I think we're going to put this on some foam tape as well. And we'll be done. What a cute card this turned out to be. And I'm going to fold this in half because I want it on 2 thicknesses, just like little Wink Wink Emma. Let me move my stamp over there, my stamp pad. I'm going to give you a link at the end of this video so you can go over and check out all of Denetra's adorable digis. She's got them for boys, girls, little ones, as well as teenagers. And I'll give you a link also at the end of the video for K. Andrews stamps, which I love. There's our card. Didn't it turn out cute? And she does have the sweetest little cheeks. I'll also give you all the cut sizes and all the supplies I used for this little card. Thanks so much for coming by today, guys. This has been so much fun, and I'll see you again really soon. Bye now.